Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namah Vishnu. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Namaste. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Radha Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Yashodanandana Vraja Janaranjana Jaya Yashodanandana Vraja Janaranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari जय यशोदानन्दना व्रजनरञ्जना जय यशोदानन्दन व्रजनरञ्जना यमुनतीरावनचारी यमुनतीरावनचारी हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम Bejire manayotagre tam madokshajam tvam vishuddham shemaya kalpante yenu taniha. Bejire rendered service unto Munayaha, the sages, Ata, thus, Agre, previously, Bhagavantam, unto the personality of Godhead, Adokshajam, the transcendence, Sattvam, existence, Vishuddham, above the three modes of nature, Shemaya, to derive the ultimate benefit, Kalpante, deserve, Ye, those, Anu, follow, Tan, those, Iha, in this material world. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Previously, all the great sages rendered service unto the personality of Godhead due to His existence above the three modes of material nature. They worshipped Him to become free from material conditions and thus derive the ultimate benefit. Whoever follows such great authorities is also eligible for liberation from the material world. Please repeat the translation. Previously, all the great sages rendered service unto the personality of Godhead due to His existence above the three modes of material nature. They worshipped Him to become free from material conditions and thus derive the ultimate benefit. Whoever follows such great authorities is also eligible for liberation from the material world. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. The purpose of performing religion is neither to profit by material gain, nor to get the simple knowledge of discerning matter from spirit. The ultimate aim of religious performance is to release oneself from the material bondage and regain the life of freedom in the transcendental world where the personality of Godhead is the Supreme Person. Laws of religion, therefore, are directly enacted by the personality of Godhead, and except for the Mahajanas or the authorized agents of the Lord, no one knows the purpose of religion. There are 12 particular agents of the Lord who know the purpose of religion, and all of them render transcendental service unto Him. Persons who desire their own good may follow these Mahajanas and thus attain the supreme benefit. Thus ends the Bhaktivedanta purport. Om Ajnanathimirantasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Mena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschat Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Vancha kalpatarubhascha kripa sindhubevacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Bejire munayatyagre bhagavantam adokshajam sattvam vishuddham shemaya kalpantenu tanihiha. These are the verses spoken by Suta Goswami to the sages of Naimisharanya headed by Shaunakadi Rishis. Here we can see that Suta Goswami is telling that whom just after creation, who all the people whom they were worshipping. There is a doubt nowadays. We can see that people worship so many personalities. There are people worshipping so many demigods for various things. We have heard Srila Prabhupada telling that for each and everything what you want, there is one demigod. You want beauty or knowledge, or you want any kind of specific thing, you have to worship one demigod. So we can see that people we can see at present that people are worshipping. But in this particular verse, we can see that Suta Goswami is telling whom the people were worshipping before. Agre is telling at the time of creation previously. Ata Agre, Munayaha, all the great sages. It's not only great sages, even the great demigods, everybody used to worship. Whom they used to worship? Bejire, it is specifically mentioned, Bejire. They used to render devotional service unto Bhagavantam Adokshajam. Bhagavantam, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Adokshajam. So here also it's very clearly Suta Goswami is telling, he is not an ordinary person. He is Adokshajam, Bhagavantam, Bhagavan, who possesses all the 6 opulences unlimitedly. It is Bhagavan Krishna or Vishnu. He used to worship Lord Vishnu at the time of creation. From the time of creation. Adokshajam, here specifically Prabhupada has translated as the transcendental Lord. Transcendental Lord. How is transcendental Lord? He is beyond the 3 modes of material nature. We are under the clutches of material nature. The Lord is beyond the clutches of material nature. He is the creator of the 3 modes. He cannot be under the 3 modes. He is Adokshaja. And the reason, it is also said, why these great sages, demigods, great personalities, they worship the Supreme Lord. What is the reason? It is said that to make their sattvam, to make their existence, that is sattvam, Prabhupada translates as sattvam as his own existence, vishuddham. Now at present we are under the clutches of material nature. Now it should be above this clutches of material nature. Vishuddham. Sattvam Vishuddham. Kshemaya. Kshemaya means the ultimate benefit. To get the ultimate benefit. And what is being said? Kalpante. So they want this ultimate benefit. To deserve the ultimate benefit. And they want to go beyond the 3 modes. Sattvam Vishuddham. Then it is said that Enu Taniha, and whoever follows such great authorities is also eligible for liberation from the material world. So Enu Taniha, just with a single phrase, so much is being explained. Just follow in this footsteps of these great acharyas. Then you will also attain the same benefit what these great personalities are getting. So here it is said specifically, Ata Agre, at the time of creation. So Prabhupada in one place he quotes many examples. He quotes from the Shastras that what is this Ata Agre? Because Suta Goswami is telling previously, all great acharyas, great sages used to worship. Prabhupada is telling what great sages, even the great demigods used to worship the Supreme Lord. So that is how it used to happen. He quotes, Om Tadvishnu Paramam Padam Sada Pashyanti Surayaha. it is being mentioned, Surayaha, the great sages, always meditate on that lotus feet of Lord Vishnu. Tad Vishnu Paramam Padam. So their only focus is meditating on Lord Vishnu's form. And also Prabhupada also refers a very wonderful verse that is mentioned in the Bhagavatam 12th canto. Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Marutta Sunvanti Divyastavair Vede Sangha Pada Kramopanishadair Gayanti Yam Samaga Dhyana Vastita Tadgatena Manasa Pashyanti Yam Yogino Yasyantam Na Vidu Suragana Devaya Tasmai Nama. So here Prabhupada says, what to speak of great sages? Suragana. Who all the Suragana? Starting from Brahma, all the demigods to great sages is to worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So that is how we can see these great personalities are not confused about the Lord. They know that they have to worship the personality of Godhead with his actual form, not the impersonal feature. Now there is a confusion. Even Shastras tell about 4 sampradayas. Now in that sampradayas also there is so many concoctions. Unfortunately, there is impersonalist understanding in these 4 sampradayas also. A few years back I was traveling in train. I happened to meet one person. And seeing the tilak and this attire, they will start speaking about what they know, what they have heard. So I wanted to inquire, so what is their source of their understanding? Because while he was speaking, he was telling that, so actually my guru is from such and such sampradaya, the bona fide sampradaya, one of the 4 bona fide sampradaya, Rudra sampradaya. He's from such and such sampradaya, and I used to hear all wonderful pastimes of Krishna. And further he was telling that ultimately my guru says, after giving up this body, you have to merge unto the Supreme Lord. That's all. That is the goal. That is what you have to do. So very unfortunate, you see. Even merging unto the Lord, they are telling Supreme Lord, merging. So this is something which we can see that there was no confusion previously. Tadagre, everybody used to worship that Supreme Lord. Even the Suragana, Bejire Munayat Tagre, all the great sages used to worship the Supreme Lord at the time of creation. And there is nothing, a kind of Mayavadi understanding, the Jnanis kind of understanding, mental speculators. Prabhupada gives a big list of all these who are deviants in worshipping the Supreme Lord. So, Prabhupada, in one lecture, he says that how this kind of, previously everything was nice, everybody used to worship the Supreme Lord. What happened suddenly? Means now we are seeing all the decline. So, Prabhupada says, in the 4 yugas, in Satyuga, 100% everybody used to worship. As slowly the yuga passed, and again in Treta Yuga, 25% became less. They were deviants, 25%. And again in Dwapara Yuga, 50%. 50% were devotees, 50% were deviants. They are confused whether the Supreme Lord is impersonal or personal. Start speculating, doesn't want to hear what is this Supreme Person? What is this personality of Godhead? How beautiful he is. If you hear from the pages of Bhagavatam, you will have that interest to one day I have to meet that Supreme Person. One day I have to have that darshan of the Supreme Lord. So that is how what is being presented in the Bhagavatam. But unfortunately, Dwapar Yuga, again 50-50. Then as Kali Yuga passed, there is only 25% little devotees are there. In that also, Prabhupada says in the beginning of the purport, that there is a fruity mentality is there. They are trying some material gains. And rest all 75% are completely ignorant about the Supreme Lord. To such an extent, we are seeing that people forget about worshipping demigods. They start worshipping human beings. Human beings in the sense, that they worship all the film actors, politicians, cricket stars. To such an extent, even the evil spirits, objects, so many things. Even to such an extent, I was hearing that there is a temple of Balaji to get some visa. Visa Balaji is called. To get visa, you have to go and pray to the Lord. Not apply, pray to the Lord to get visa. So, there is a temple of Duryodhan. I was surprised. There is a temple of Duryodhan, there is a temple of Ravana. There is history also. Each and every temple, there is some history. Duryodhan, I was reading that how they say there is a connection of Duryodhan. Duryodhan, when he came to southern part of India, he went there, and there was one person who is a fisherman. And Duryodhan went to his house, took food and hugged him and so many things, and that person was moved, that king has come, Duryodhan has come to his house. And he said that, please come back again. Then Duryodhana said that after the war of Kurukshetra, I will definitely come. I am going to win and I will definitely come. And this person is waiting. Duryodhana was killed in Kurukshetra, but this person was waiting. And it is said that after death, Duryodhana appeared in his dream. And he gave darshan. And he was so faithful to Duryodhan that he built a temple for Duryodhan. So, you just see that what Suta Goswami is telling, that Sattam Vishuddham Shemaya, ultimate benefit. What is that ultimate benefit you are going to get by worshipping all these personalities? Duryodhan, Ravan and other. There is a temple of Donald Trump. So it is said that Donald Trump used to come in his dream and say, what is going to happen in future? Something crazy. So like this, people are forgetting the ultimate benefit. So Prabhupada says, what is the ultimate benefit? In the purport, Srila Prabhupada mentions that ultimate aim of religious performances is to release oneself from material bondage and regain the life of freedom in the transcendental world where the personality of Godhead, the Supreme Person, is there. So this is the ultimate benefit. That everyone has to have an eager desire that I had to reach that ultimate Lord, Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna. So that desire should be there in our heart. That is the Shemaya. We create so many Shemaya. We think that, okay, now I'm studying. After that, I'll get a good job. That is Shemaya. I'll get good money income. I'll do good business. So many things we create Shemaya. That's all there, part of life. The Lord will arrange everything. But ultimately, you have to, Shemaya is, ultimately we have to go back to the spiritual world. So that is being mentioned here. So, to understand the Lord is something which is, Prabhupada gives an example, wonderful example about frog inside a well. Is trying to understand about the Pacific Ocean. So, how much he can think about the Pacific Ocean? He can't even imagine, can't even think what he is up to. What is the Pacific Ocean is up to. He is in a small well, in Kupa Manduka, Prabhupada says. So, this is how we are trying to think about Adokshaja. So the one more name of the Supreme Lord is Adokeshaja. Means that somebody who is beyond our sense perception is Adokeshaja. So something which at present, if you see that everything whatever we see is what we believe. But the Supreme Lord is beyond our material senses. We can't even see Him. We can't see Him. So that is the Supreme Lord. Our whatever sense perceptions are there, it is very limited. So many things we cannot see. The Supreme Lord is beyond that. Something material itself in this material world we cannot see. What to speak about the Supreme Lord who is Adokeshaja is beyond our material senses. We cannot perceive. And we are putting an effort. What is it? No, frog is telling, what is the Pacific Ocean? It might be bigger than 10 times, 100 times. So Bhagavatam gives example of great personalities who tried to understand what is the power of the Lord. Krishna, what is his power? No, because Brahma, when any Leela happens in Vraj, all the great personalities, all demigods are witnessing it. Brahma also heard about so many things which is happening in this Vraj. So many demons are killed. And he himself wanted to see one demon is killed. Who is he? Anybody can say? Aghasura. Because Aghasura was so gigantic, even the demigods in the sky, in the heavens, they are feeling that, because Aghasura's mouth is almost so big. It is said that his mouth, upper part of it is almost touching the sky. And it is said that all the demigods are worried. When is this Krishna going to kill this demon? So demigods are all speaking, but Brahma got to know and he witnessed that Aghasura is killed. Aghasura is killed. And after Aghasura killing, it is said that Krishna had a party, means he had a picnic. And it is said that next Brahma wanted to see what is Krishna next doing, what is his next activity. And everything Brahma is seeing that Krishna is eating whatever he is feeding his friends, and the same hand he is taking. Actually, Krishna is eating juta of some one more coward boy, his friends. He is sharing everything, and he is also eating that same thing. And Brahma started thinking that Krishna is Yajna book. How can he be the incarnation of Vishnu? Yajna book, he takes only the yajna which is offered by Brahmanas. So how Krishna can take juta, the remnants of some coward boys? So he is not the Supreme Personality. He is an ignorant small boy with some powers. See, Brahma is a creator, and he is thinking that he might be some great personality, not the Supreme Lord. So then he wanted to test. He is also testing the person, Krishna. What is he up to? So that is where Brahma stole away cows first. And then he stole away Krishna started searching the cows, and then from one other side he stole away all his coward boys. So like that he stole away and kept it is said that in Brahma Loka, he's kept them, and it is one moment he goes and he thinks, I'll come back and let me see the reaction of Krishna, what is going to happen. Because everybody is saying, all the coward boys are so much loving Krishna, everybody is saying Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. All the Vrajavasis are speaking about Krishna, everybody is speaking about Krishna. Now Brahma wanted to test that, what this Krishna can do. What level he can go. Now, actually Brahma wanted to see that if all the coward boys and cows are stolen, so what is the Vrajavasi is going to do with Krishna? Because he is the only person. Everybody only believes Krishna. Krishna is there, then not to worry. Even all the parents of all the coward boys, they are also thinking, Krishna is there, no need to worry. And all the coward boys are also, anyway, they are taken away from Brahma. taken away by Brahma, and they are in Yoga Nidra. And here Krishna is also searching for all these cowherd boys and cows, and then he realizes that Brahma has stolen all his friends and cows. So then Krishna, okay, if you are trying to teach me a lesson, okay, I will teach you a lesson. So Krishna created by his own expansion, as equal as Krishna himself, he expanded all of the cowherd boys and cows to such a detailing, even Brahma sometimes fails. Brahma cannot create one more same person with the same characteristics, the same way of speaking, same way of walking, and same way of dressing. No, because mothers would have dressed their children, no, one jewel like this, with exact same details, exact. He created, and this went on for 1 year, and Brahma comes back, and he is bewildered. This is a famous pastime of Brahma Vimohan Leela in Bhagavatam. Further in Chaitanya Charitamrita it is said that Brahma comes and sees that who are these people? Krishna has created one more set of people. How is it possible? One more set of people is not possible, not so easy. And he started thinking, oh, those boys have been, again Krishna has stolen them away back. Is it so? And he wanted to see, again he went there. He saw everybody sleeping there. Who are these? Then to clear that, it is said that Krishna showed who are those people. They were all Krishna himself. And he was showing them as the four-handed form. All those calves and cowherd boys were four-handed form of Lord Vishnu. Then Brahma understood what he has done. Then Chaitanya Bhagavat and Chaitanya Charitamrita explains that further Krishna wanted to teach him even more, because Brahma still has some kind of doubt. Then again it is said that because Brahma, being the creator of this universe, okay, he has some kind of pride has come inside. He's thinking that like me nobody can do. Then Krishna wanted to teach a lesson. You are very tiny. So Krishna called upon all the Brahmas of other creations. They are. It is said that there are so many creations happening simultaneously, and they were Brahma. Krishna called upon having 10 heads. Then one Brahma came with 100 heads, and one Brahma came with 1,000 heads. Then 10,000 heads. And all are very, very big. And this Brahma is Chutku, very small. And he's seeing like this. He's seeing like this. Just that picture, very beautiful picture is there, where all these great, big Brahmas are there. And this Brahma is standing like this, very Chotu. Tiniest creator is. And all of them are coming and offering obeisances to Krishna. And it is said that their helmets are touching on the ground, and it was creating a very big sound. It was very tumultuous sound, all the heads touching down. And then Krishna called upon Shiva, Rudras, with 10 heads, 20 heads, 100 heads, 1,000 heads, multiple series go. And everybody is offering obeisances. Then it is said that then Brahma realized, understood, I am very insignificant person. What I am. So then it is said that by Krishna's potency, all these demigods will go back. Brahma and Shivas go back, and Brahma just offers obeisances, continuously offers obeisances. Very shameful, because there was problem, and Brahma himself called Krishna, Vishnu. He offered wonderful prayers. Where at that time where so many demons were there, and all the demigods went at Shweta Deepa, and it is said Vishnu himself spoke to Brahma in his ears that I am going to come, and now yourself you you are thinking about this, and Brahma is very shameful. I only called and you have come here, and now this is the situation. And he is offering obeisances, continuously, weeping continuously. And he offers wonderful prayers. In that, one of the prayer, actually it is said that Brahma says that so many prayasas we do to understand about the Supreme Lord. Jnane prayasam udapasya namanta eva. He said all this, so many prayasas you are doing to understand the Lord. Especially he says that the process of speculative knowledge, just throw away. Just we have to throw away this speculative knowledge to understand what is this absolute truth, what is this Krishna, what is the level of his strength, what is his opulence. You have to just give away. And it is said that Stane sthita stutigatam tanuvan manobihi. And it is said that by their body, words and mind offer all respects to descriptions of your personality and activities, dedicating their lives to these narrations. It is said that these narrations are given in the Bhagavatam, but unfortunately we don't want to read. We are not reading it. Prabhupada in many places says, I have given these books. The spoiler is you speculate. You start speculating about the Supreme Lord. Little here and there you read and you think this is Krishna. This is what is happening. You know everything in Bhagavatam. No need to tell. So this is a spoiler. Spoils everything. So one has to understand. It is said that how you have to hear these narrations. Tanuvan manobihi. By your body, words and mind. So this is how you have to hear the narrations. Sometimes body is there, your mind is somewhere else. You are thinking about, okay, now where I have to go? Today is Sunday, holiday, let me go to that temple, this temple. No. Here Brahma says, with full attention you have to hear these narrations. And no need to speculate. Throw away all this speculation. Then by this, worship the Supreme Lord. And he becomes conquerable. Krishna cannot be conquered. It is said, that to such an extent that Krishna cannot be conquered by any of the powers of this three material world. Three worlds, it is a trilokyam. But Krishna can be conquered by this process. Just give away everything and just hear. Just hear these narrations. So the Lord, to understand the Lord, is Sattvam Vishuddham, his existence is beyond the three modes. And he is Apapa Viddham. It is said that he is never contaminated by this sinful reactions. And is Paraha, Narayana Paraha, beyond this material creation. So such a personality, if you try to understand who the Lord is, it is just like example of a frog in a well. One more example is of Indra trying to understand about the Supreme Lord. Indra also was started in the same, somebody who has a lot of power and a lot of wealth. It is said that he is in a situation of bewilderment. He thinks that this power can do anything with the same power. So Indra was in that conception. When actually to say the first person, it is said that there were deviants. In Dwapara Yuga also, all the Vrajavasis were trying to deviate. Instead of worshipping Lord Vishnu, Bejire Munaya Tyagre, Bhagavanta Madokshajam, they were worshipping the demigods. Krishna was the person who opposed, don't worship. Instead worship the Supreme Lord. He says, Govardhan is non-different from Supreme Lord. You worship. And it is said that how all the Vrajavasis, they were so simple. They just heard what Krishna said. That is what is expected. They didn't even in one place Prabhupada says that these Vrajavasis are so simple that they are ready to do anything for Krishna. To such an extent, he gives an example of the gopis. All of them want to know. Narada Muni asked, what is the speciality of these gopis? Then Krishna actually said that just comparatively to other devotees, what is the speciality of these gopis? So Narada Muni, Krishna asked Narada Muni to go to other devotees, all the pandits or learned people who are worshipping Lord Vishnu. Just go and tell that Krishna has headache, and his headache can be cured by the dust which is there in his feet, in their feet. Devotee's dust, if he applies, then Krishna's headache is relieved. And Narada Muni went and asked, Krishna is suffering with headache, why can't you give the dust which is there in your feet? And what did they say? No. How can we give dust of our feet? If we apply to the Lord, then we'll go to hell. The same thing, Narada Muni approached the gopis. What did they do? They said, immediately take. Then Narada Muni asks, are you not worried that you'll go to the hell for this activity? So they said, okay, no problem, I will go to hell. But Krishna's headache has to be cured. So this is the simplicity of these Vrajavasis. So these Vrajavasis are so simple. All the coward boys and all the coward men, they just heard what Krishna said. Oh, Krishna is telling, let us all worship. To such an extent, Krishna said, at the end of the worship, you will see the form of Lord Vishnu, Krishna himself. And he will reciprocate to you. You bring all the foodstuff, all nice, all the boga, means what is being prepared, you bring everything in huge quantity. This Govardhan personality will appear and he will take it. And they were so simple, they made all the offerings they brought and they started worshipping Giri Govardhan. And it is said that the Lord appeared immediately and started having whatever food is there, what is being kept. And it is said that the Lord, they were supplying and it was getting empty, and Lord used to ask, Aniyor, or chahiye, aniyor, or leke aao. Bring more, I want to eat more. So Lord is so merciful. It is said that what will happen if Lord takes away everything? Then it is said that Govardhan is so merciful that he left the prasadam also. He left the prasadam. It used to get empty, and also he used to give prasadam back as a reciprocation to all the Vrajavasis. So like that, Vrajavasis used to go and prepare foodstuff and offer to the Lord, to Giri Govardhan. And Giri Govardhan used to reciprocate. That kind of reciprocation was there. And he appeared and everybody satisfied. And first time, Krishna said, let us have a parikrama of Govardhan. So seeing all this, Indra sitting there, he started telling that, what is this? What is Krishna up to? And he stopped Indra Puja, the demigod worship, and I am supplying rains, and he is telling, no need to supply these rains and all, you don't depend on Indra. Govardhan will supply everything. And what is he up to? That he is asking to just merely worship hill, Govardhan hill. So I will teach him a lesson. So he just produced torrents of rain. At the time of devastation, these rains are produced, Samvartaka clouds. And the torrents of rain, it has been explained that it's like, we have seen rains with droplets falling. A little more thicker, heavy rains we have seen. But what rains he has produced, Samvartaka rains, it is said that it's like hill kind of big water is falling down. It's like a big hills are falling down. That is the force of the rains which is being produced by Samvartaka cloud. And that is a kind of, then Krishna also understood that Indra is trying to play around with him. And Krishna immediately lifted the Govardhan hill effortlessly. Prabhupada says, just like a small boy lifts mushroom, like that Krishna lifted Govardhan hill. And he protected all the Vrajavasis. And he called all of them to be under the shelter of Govardhan. And it is said that how the Lord also made multiple arrangements. It is said that Lord called Ananta Deva, because it is said that so much rains. The rains may come like this, glide down, and again there will be floods down. Where all the Vrajavasis are standing, again it will be a problem. So Krishna called upon Ananta Dev and may asked him to have a coil like a wall. Not even a small drop should come inside. So Ananta Dev was also there in this Leela. And Krishna also, what happens if Ananta Dev is blocking? What about other villages nearby? Krishna was carrying to all the other parts apart from this Vraja. So there, if water falls, they will also get drowned. So Krishna arranged a Sudarshana Chakra on top. We are in Govardhan, there is a place, Chakreshwar Mahadev. That is the Sudarshana Chakra is Krishna called upon to dry the surrounding areas. Which was Sudarshana was to go around and dry off all the water which is there. So then it is said that Chakra is there in that Chakreshwar Mahadev, in that place. So like that, Krishna made this arrangement, and finally after that, Indra came to his senses. Indra understood, what is my position in front of the Supreme Lord? So here we can see that all these great personalities, even sometimes, even Brahma also, this kind of situation comes where he also gets bewildered. Actually, Acharyas say that actually Brahma, Indra and these demigods, they know whom they are to worship, but still sometimes to teach lesson to us. We are also tiny Brahmas and Indras. We are also frogs in a well. So actually they are teaching us that we need not speculate. Instead, we should actually understand about the Supreme Lord. Hear from the Supreme Lord. Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam are the sources where we can hear who is the Supreme Lord. No need to speculate. Directly hear what he has to do, what we have to do. It is said that the Supreme Lord cannot be understood by our blunt senses. Ata Shri Krishna Namadi na bhaved grahyam indriyahi sevonmukhehi. By devotional service, starting from tongue. Sevonmukhehi jivado. Swayameva spuradyataha. You can realize the Supreme Lord yourself by this simple process of devotional service. And this has been exhibited by Bejira Muniyat Tagre, the great sages. Not only them, there are great Mahajanas. Shastras explain these great Mahajanas. Actually, this verse is quoted by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He says that if you want to understand what is Dharma, Dharma is nothing but Dharmam tu Shakshat Bhagavat Pranitam. It is the quotes given by Supreme Lord. Okay, if you want to understand exactly what is Dharma and what it tells about, ultimately the quotes given by Krishna is, it says that you have to ultimately worship the Supreme Lord. So all these explanations are given, but instead of that, what they do is they try to understand about this Dharma through various different means. What are the different means? He says, Tarko Pratishtaha. They do lot of arguments. They sit across and put arguments. Or somebody may say, okay, I will not do some arguments, let me refer some Shastras. Shrutayo Abhinnaha. It is said that if you want to understand through Shrutis, Vedas, so many Shrutis are there, where you can't even come to a conclusion. Shrutayo Vibhinnaha. There are Vibhinna Shrutis. And it is said that Shrutayo Vibhinnaha, and there is there are some personalities who sit and they do some kind of speak about the subject matter of the absolute truth. And everybody has his own opinion. I will tell, this is my opinion. and somebody else will say, this is his opinion. Like that, if you sit and discuss also, you will not come to a conclusion. What is dharma? But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu quotes, he says that dharmasya tattvam nihitam guhaya. This dharma tattva, the truth about absolute truth, about dharma, it is hidden in the hearts of the great personalities. Dharmasya tattvam nihitam guhaya mahajena ena gatasya panta. It is there in the heart of the great personalities, mahajanas. And that we need to hear from them, understand from them. So we can see Brahma, his realizations he tells, is not ordinary personality. He is a Mahajana. There are 12 Mahajanas. Prabhupada says that if you follow any Mahajana, they will tell that how to attain the Supreme Lord, not by any speculative knowledge, not by any jnana, not by mental speculation. All these things he give up, and only by devotional service one can understand the absolute truth. And one easiest process to understand about the absolute truth, even if you want to search around who is a Mahajana, it's very difficult. But when you go to a bona fide spiritual master, easiest way, he gives that mercy. He gives the mercy to understand about the Supreme Lord. So just approach the bona fide spiritual master. He will give what is the actual truth, what is there in the scriptures, what is there in Mahajana, in their hearts, it is hidden. That also he will reveal. Everything is God. Only thing is, we have to remember, we have to go to a bona fide spiritual master. We have to understand whether what he is speaking is actually from the Shastras. He cannot again be a speculator. Even, just like I said, that even he might be of the 4 sampradayas, but what he is going to speak, it should match with the scriptures, match with the Bhagavatam. So that is how we can see that either we can approach, we can hear directly from the Lord, or we can hear from the bona fide acharyas like great sages or the Mahajanas. Easiest way is surrender to the tadviddhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshanti te jnanam jnaninas tattvadarshina. Tattvadarshis, like Srila Prabhupada, is available to us. We have to just hear. He has given, all instructions are given in the scriptures. One point of time, Srila Prabhupada says that first canto is sufficient for us to go back to the spiritual world. First canto is sufficient. So much is there, so much condensed information is there. So one has to carefully read the scriptures. So by such simple process, by chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Prabhupada says, chant Hare Krishna, take Krishna Prasadam. In Chaitanya Charitamrita, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami says, this is a process given by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Somebody does this process. One day you will be chanting and dancing here. One day you will be there in Goloka Vrindavan chanting and dancing. You will be surprised. Oh, I am already there in Goloka Vrindavan. So this is the process which is given. So one should have a strong faith in that. So even if somebody doubts, or even if somebody thinks, such a simple process, so let me do something complicated or speculative things or something, already same Bhagavatam class, same Bhagavatam, same Bhagavad Gita, let me hear more, let me go out and hear from somebody else. So we may get misdirected. Srila Prabhupada says you are to have a strict and focused attention towards this path, and little deviation here and there can cause an accident. So by this simple process of hearing from the bona fide sources, surrendering to the spiritual master, you can definitely go to the Shemaya, ultimate destination we can reach. So I shall stop here. If anybody has any questions, can be asked. Thank you. ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जाए, जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की जाए.